Hello, boys and girls. My name is Tino. Our friend Roby has an interesting Bible story to tell us. Let's listen to him.
Hello, kids. My name is Roby. I have a Bible story about King Solomon to tell you. Are you ready to hear it? Once upon a time, in a land called Israel, there was a wise and kind king named David. He loved his people dearly and ruled over them with fairness and justice. King David had a son named Solomon who was known for his wisdom and intelligence even from a young age. As Solomon grew older, his father David became old and frail. So he called Solomon to his side and said, "My son, I am getting old and will soon pass on. It is time for you to take my place as the king of Israel. Rule over our people with wisdom and love, just as I have done." Solomon was both honored and nervous to take on such a responsibility. But he knew that with God's help, he could be a great king. One night, as he slept, God appeared to him in a dream and said, "Solomon, ask for anything you want, and I will give it to you." Solomon thought for a moment and then replied, "Lord, you have shown great kindness to my father David, and now I ask for wisdom and understanding to rule over your people with justice." God was pleased with Solomon's humble request and said, "Because you have not asked for riches or power, but for wisdom, I will grant your request. I will give you wisdom like no other king before or after you." With God's blessing, Solomon became known throughout the land for his incredible wisdom. People traveled from far and wide to seek his counsel and hear his wise judgments. One day, two women came before him, both claiming to be the mother of the same baby. Solomon listened carefully to their stories and thought of a clever plan to determine the true mother. He said, "Bring me a sword and divide the baby into two halves. Each of you shall receive one half." One woman cried out in horror, begging Solomon not to harm the baby. She pleaded, "Please, give the baby to her. I would rather see him live with her than be divided." Solomon immediately knew who the real mother was. He said, "The true mother is the one who would give up her child to save his life. Give the baby to her." Word of Solomon's wisdom quickly spread, and people admired his fairness and ability to solve disputes. Throughout his reign, Solomon built a magnificent temple in Jerusalem known as Solomon's Temple, which became a symbol of God's presence among the people. Solomon's story teaches us the importance of wisdom, fairness, and putting others before ourselves. It reminds us that with God's guidance, we can make wise decisions and positively impact the lives of those around us, just as Solomon did as the beloved king of Israel.